Coming up on H-Town High School Sports, it's the Cats Meow with a spectacular night from this Willis Wildcat and more greatness from the Cy Springs Panther. The incredible plays and fantastic finishes are just ahead. Also, it's a special night for these former football greats. We'll have the story from Umble High. It's a night of amazing stories. So take a bow, why don't you? H-Town High School Sports starts now.
The excitement, the emotion, the passion, epic highlights, inspirational stories, unrivaled coverage. This is H-Town High School Sports. Here's your host, Todd Freed.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. On only week 2 of district play, the inside track to the District 13 6A football title was already on the line between two of the region's top 6A programs, with the Woodlands Highlanders taking on the Willis Wildcats. Both teams were undefeated with perfect 3-0 records on the season.
Out of the smoke, the Woodlands Highlanders charging onto the field, and the Willis Wildcats were smoking hot as well. First possession for Willis, Jack Emerson to Romel Stevens, and that's a touchdown, 7-0 Willis. Highlanders answer, Jack Dalton, quick pass to Shane Walker, down the sidelines he goes, then great move there, and takes off, 47-yard touchdown, game tied at 7. The Woodlands again. Jackson Bolander will take the handoff, big opening, and then he heads down the left sidelines. The stiff arm coming up right there, and this, an 85-yard touchdown. It's 14-7, the Woodlands. In the second quarter, Wildcats, DeLeon Robinson powers his way, touchdown, game tied at 14. Later in the second, Emerson, quick pass to Jermaine Bishop. Nifty move there, and look at this, 43 yards for the touchdown. It's 21-14 Willis. Still in the second quarter, the Woodlands, Jack Dalton floats it deep into the end zone, and Eli Lancaster has it, touchdown, 28 yards. It's tied at 21. In the third quarter now for the Woodlands, they're down by 7. Dalton goes deep, and Kimo Kuletsis makes a grab, hit hard, and hangs on for the touchdown. Wow, tied at 28. Later in the third quarter now, Willis down by 7. Emerson to Bishop, who busts out of the tackle. Are you kidding me? He breaks free. 57-yard touchdown, and we're tied at 35. Later in the third quarter, same duo, Emerson to Bishop. And that's going to be another touchdown. 42-35, Willis after 3. In the fourth, same score. Jason Haskins on the carry, right side, breaks it left, and it's a 32-yard touchdown. Game tied at 42, 9:20 to play. Late in the game, Willis looking to take the lead. The pass by Emerson is going to be intercepted by Kaysen Bartolozzi. But Willis gets it back. They drive it down. 4 seconds remaining, and Justin Willis of Willis connects on the game-winning 29-yard field goal. 45-42, the final. Emerson throws for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns. Bishop, 230 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. What a game.
It's been a terrific start to the season for the Cy Springs Panthers, who opened the season with a trio of dominant victories. The Panthers opened District 16 6A play against the always tough Cypress Ranch Mustangs.
Busting out of the banner, that's the Cypress Ranch Mustangs. Cy Springs threatening first half. It's Paris Melvin Jr. on the carry, and he gets in for the touchdown. 10-3 Cy Springs at the break. In the third quarter, Paris Melvin somehow breaks free of two defenders. What a run. 24-yard touchdown, 17-6 Panthers. Later in the third quarter, Cy Ranch cuts the lead. Peyton Thomas on the carry, slips a tackle, and then there goes Peyton Thomas looking for the end zone, and he will get there. 75-yard run, 17-13. But for the Panthers, Jared Hager, quick pass, Melvin, he zigs, he zags, and then down the sidelines he goes. Paris Melvin all the way to the 1-yard line. From there, it's going to be Paris Melvin. He gets another touchdown, 24-13 Panthers. Now, early fourth quarter, same score. Here's Hager to throw, quick pass to Paris Melvin, who somehow escapes out of there. Wow, Paris Melvin, 54-yard touchdown, his fourth TD of the game, and yeah, that deserves a bow. You gotta love Paris this time of the year. Cy Springs wins 31-16. They're 4-0 on the season. That's the Clear Falls Knights coming out to face Deer Park in a District 24 6A opener. In the second quarter for Clear Falls, Jake Champagne is quite bubbly on this play. Deep to Zach Greer. He has it in stride. This, a 78-yard touchdown. It was 10-7. Clear Falls on top. In the third quarter, Deer Park quarterback Landon Kieselhorst. Great play right here. He scrambles, he breaks a tackle, then takes off down the right sidelines, stops, nice moves, breaks another tackle, and finally brought down. That set up a touchdown. It was 16-14 Clear Falls in the third quarter. Later in the third, nice. Jake Champagne rolls right, and then he'll take off and go in for the touchdown. That made it 22-14. Now, on the ensuing kickoff, Deer Park's Andre Jackson on the return, but the ball's going to be stripped away, and Gavin Smith will pick it up, and Smith will return it all the way for the touchdown. 28-14 Clear Falls. But Deer Park got 2 points back on a blocked extra point return, and so instead it was 28-16. Now, later in the third, here's Kieselhorst to Trey Martinez. 10-yard touchdown, 28-23. Then, after an interception, Deer Park's Christian Gomez gets the 6-yard touchdown. 29-28, Deer Park now on top. Early fourth, Deer Park, Kieselhorst right up the gut. And look at this, he's off and running. 80 yards for the touchdown. The Deer Park Deer lead, 36-28. Then, Deer Park back with the ball now. They try a little trickery on the snap, but that doesn't work. The ball pops out of there, and Joel Garza has it. 28-yard touchdown return, cuts the lead to 36-34. So they go for two and the tie. Champagne under pressure from Jaden Contreras, and his pass is incomplete. And Deer Park will run out the clock from there, and the Deer win a wild one. 36-34, the final.
Elsewhere, a sensational district opener in Class 5A Division II featured a battle of undefeated 3-0 teams, with the state's number 6 ranked Randall Lions hosting perennial power and state number 7 ranked Fort Bend Marshall.
We gotta play physical. We gotta play Randall football. Hard brand of football.
Hard brand of football is right for these Randall Lions. Randall quarterback Keelan Sweeney was hard to bring down. First quarter, Sweeney, some nifty moves. Then he breaks a tackle. He's still going right side all the way down to the Fort Bend Marshall 10-yard line. That'll set it up from there. Sweeney pitches to Landon Williams-Callis. 10-yard touchdown, 7-0 Lions. Still in the first quarter, Landon Williams-Callis takes it, an easy 20-yard score. It's 14-0. In the second quarter now, Marshall, Caden Johnson to Jordan Simmons, down the sidelines, and he breaks it. 59-yard touchdown. It's 17-7. But back the other way, still in the second. Williams Callis has it, 10-yard touchdown, 24-7. He had 4 first-half touchdowns. Big night for the defense. Kerry Spires and Chase Sims combine on the sack of Johnson. Still in the second. It's Sweeney. He scores 31-7. Third quarter now. Marshall Johnson to Jakiron Edmonds, but big hit by Sherrod Rivas. Somehow he hangs on, but Randall rolls impressively. 45-7. They go to 4-0. Big showdown next week against Iowa Colony. Here come the Second Baptist Eagles hosting St. John's in a great battle of undefeated private schools. St. John's strikes first. Running back Cole Allen, the Harvard commit. He blazes 43 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 Mavericks. Second Baptist on the move now. Langston Davis in the second. The give, then nice move there. 10-yard touchdown, 7-6. Extra point was blocked. Ensuing kickoff. Cole Allen picks it up off the ground at the 3 and then proceeds to get by one Eagle after another. Cole Allen was spectacular. Stays on his feet on a 97-yard touchdown, 14-6 St. John's. Eagles come right back. They drive it down the field. Bryce Butler, 3-yard touchdown, 14-13. In the third quarter now, more Second Baptist. Cannon Toon scrambles right, then fading away off his back foot. Great pass, Alan Thomas, touchdown, 20-14 Eagles. Back for St. John's. Quarterback Shea Quinn, the southpaw, fires a strike to Owen Almy. Great catch, and then battles his way all the way to the 12-yard line. From there, it'll be Cole Allen. He runs it in, touchdown. Second Baptist still up, 23-21. Late in the game now, same score out of the Wildcat. It's Cole Allen for the touchdown, 28-23 St. John's. Now, only 48 seconds remaining. Eagles facing 4th and 7 at the St. John's 27. Cannon Toon scrambles, steps back, uncorks it to the end zone, and Alan Thomas extends for the touchdown. Wow! Crowd goes crazy, and watch it again. Toon throws, Alan Thomas, the game winner with 35 seconds remaining. What a finish. Eagles pull out a wild 30-28 victory. Up next, more football as these Sharks take a bite out of Manville. Plus, it's a big-time win for these Hitchcock Bulldogs.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Hey, they've always belonged to the same school district, but for the first time ever, Alvin ISD's Manville Mavericks and Shadow Creek Sharks share the same district in football, with Manville moving back up to 6A this season. So that set the stage for a much anticipated inaugural district matchup on Friday night.
Here come the Shadow Creek Sharks, and here come the Manville Mavericks at beautiful Freedom Field. First quarter, Shadow Creek takes control. Tristan Willis, 9-yard touchdown, 7-0 Sharks. Still in the first, Alex Kirkland, 8-yard score, 14-0. In the second, the Sharks bite again. Joseph Stewart, Jacoby Watson, touchdown, 21-0. Still in the second, Joseph Stewart to Chris Stewart. On the money, 38 yards, 28-0. The Sharks defense was dominant. Jerron Bell gets the big sack right there. Third quarter now, more Joseph Stewart. This time, he steps up out of trouble, then fires a strike to Chris Stewart. 53-yard touchdown. Sharks dominate. 43-20 the final.
You can call them Brahmas, or perhaps you prefer Brahmas. whatever you want to call them, the Belleville football program is among the state's best in Class 4A. The defending 4A Division II state finalists, Brahmas, if you will, took on a Hitchcock Bulldogs team ranked 6th in the state in Class 3A Division I football.
That's the Belleville Brahmas, but Hitchcock scores first. Lloyd Jones will flip it to Terrell Allen for an easy touchdown, 7-0 Hitchcock in the second quarter. Later in the second, Belleville, Travis Turner around the left side, touchdown, and the game is tied at 7. Third quarter, big play here. Jones, quick pass to Kelshawn Johnson, and then Johnson blazes his way past the defense, 72-yard touchdown. He's fast. 14-7 Hitchcock after 3 in the fourth. Bulldogs again. Jones scrambles, throws against his body, and Cole Fisher has it. Touchdown, 21-7. Under 5 minutes to play. Belleville, Isaac Ranitzky scores. That cut it to 21-14. Brahmas got it back late, but after a costly penalty, final seconds, Ryan Brose throws it. It's intercepted by Averett Lacey. Return doesn't really matter. A big win for Hitchcock. Bulldogs celebrate. They win a big one over the defending state finalists, 21-14 the final.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Off the gridiron earlier this month, it was a truly special ceremony at the Umble Wildcats gym as the school retired the football jerseys of a rather remarkable crop of its former football players.
Back on campus, it was a happy homecoming for a fivesome of Umble Wildcats football legends, like wide receiver David Boston, the 8th overall selection in the 1999 NFL Draft out of Ohio State.
I even tell stories to this day where even when I was playing in the NFL, I would tell guys, man, hey, look, I played with 3 or 4 guys that were on my team that made it to the NFL at the same time, and nobody believes me.
Running back Jackie Battle starred at U of H and then with the NFL's Kansas City Chiefs.
It's unbelievable. It's not just cool for the experience of it, but just coming back to the high school and seeing how much has changed and how much the community has invested into Umble High School. This is a cool experience.
Umble legends Sammy Davis, Bertrand Berry, and David Gibbons also had their jerseys retired, as did current Houston Texans quarterback coach Gerard Johnson, who still ranks as the second leading passer in Texas A&M history. In 2005, Johnson was the Greater Houston Offensive Player of the Year. Johnson thrilled to be joining this elite company for the jersey retirements.
It's awesome, man. It's surreal for me. It's really special. You know, I grew up on this campus, my dad being a coach for so many years. And the coolest thing for me is a lot of the guys also going in, I grew up idolizing.
The day's celebration took on added significance for Johnson here on the basketball court named after his late father, Larry Johnson, a beloved coach and principal at Umble.
Everything about Umble High School it's a family for us. Umble High School was our family. Me and my brother were raised by some of these teachers and cheerleading sponsors and coaches, and of course to go into the gym that's named after my dad. Umble always has a special place in my heart, and I'm honored to be a part of this group.
A simply amazing group of local legends at Umble High School.
Welcome back to H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Can you feel the rhythm? Hey, I sure can. It's our Rhythm Energy Electrifying Plays of the Week.
The Woodlands versus Willis. Jack Dalton, quick pass to Shane Walker, down the sidelines, and great move there. 47-yard touchdown for the Woodlands. Back the other way for the Willis Wildcats. Jack Emerson to Jermaine Bishop. And how about that move? Jermaine is off on a 43-yard touchdown. Same game, back for the Woodlands. Here's Dalton, deep to Kimo Kuletsis. He gets leveled, but hangs on for the touchdown. Same game, Emerson to Jermaine Bishop, and Bishop bust out of 2 defenders, and this, a spectacular 47-yard touchdown for the Wildcats. And for good measure, from the same game, 4 seconds left, it's tied. Justin Willis of Willis with the game-winning field goal. How about that? Clear Falls versus Deer Park. For Falls, Jake Champagne. He's a fine Champagne. Deep to Zach Greer. What a play. 75-yard touchdown. Same game for Deer Park. Landon Kieselhorst keeps and blazes his way. 80-yard touchdown in the thrilling Deer Park victory. Hitchcock Bulldogs quarterback Lloyd Jones finds Kelshawn Johnson, and he blazes 72 yards for the touchdown in the big win over Belleville. Cy Springs Panther Paris Melvin Jr. was spectacular against Cypress Ranch. Somehow breaks free on a 24-yard touchdown run. Same game for Cypress Ranch. This is Peyton Thomas. Slips a tackle, and Thomas is off and running all the way. Look at him go, 75 yards for the touchdown. Same game for Cy Springs, Jared Hager to Paris Melvin, and he breaks the tackle, and look at this, 54-yard touchdown in the Cy Springs victory. What a game from Paris Melvin, and yeah, Paris, you can take a bow. There you go. Shadow Creek quarterback Joseph Stewart against Manville steps up, fires a laser to Chris Stewart, touchdown in the Sharks' victory. On the kickoff return for St. John's against Second Baptist, Cole Allen somehow stays on his feet, avoids one defender after another, and this, a spectacular 97-yard touchdown return. Same game, final minute, Second Baptist down by 5, 4th and 7. Cannon Toon scrambles and then uncorks it, and Alan Thomas makes the game-winning touchdown catch. Wow, what a play and what a finish. Your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week.
Now that's great rhythm. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Todd Freed. We'll see you next time for another action-packed edition of H-Town High School Sports.